Nick Drake is a music legend that cannot be forgotten. Nick Drake made his debut album in 1969. My ears were recently opened to the work of Nick Drake, and this debut album is quite possibly one of the best I've heard. I mean, as I listened through it, it was just so mellow and so masterful. I just thoroughly enjoyed every single song on here. And I can't say that for every album. For something that was released nearly 6 decades ago, it's just so high quality. I would highly recommend that you listen to this whole album, but if you're too lazy or don't have enough time to do that, just at least listen to his one song on the album, Riverman. This song might be the best work on this album since he casually uses a 5/4 tempo and just makes it seem so easy. And it's just a flawless piece of work. And I'd really recommend going through his whole discography because it would take less than 2 hours. He has only 3 albums in the span of a few years. And so you may be thinking, how come this supposed great musician has only 3 albums? And sadly, that's where his story takes a tragic turn. In 1974, at the young age of 26, Nick Drake was found dead in his bedroom with antidepressant pills next to him. Oddly, no autopsy was done, but it was just decided based on the evidence that he overdosed and they called it a suicide because he had been dealing with depression. But in my quick search, there were some theories saying, "Oh, was it actually suicide?" And I believe it was. But if you want to delve into those, that's your own rabbit hole that you can go down. But either way, it's a tragic tale. My biggest concern in this matter is really I just don't want him to be forgotten. I mean, I'm only 20 years old, but I've been a music stan for most of my life. And the fact that I only have heard of him very recently is sort of sad to me. I've never heard really anyone speak about him besides this one YouTuber, Charles Cornell. And I'll link his video in the description, which is actually the exact reason I heard of this. But it's also just crazy to think, if he didn't die so young, imagine how many more albums he would have produced. And you could even think of him being as prolific as someone like Bob Dylan, which sounds crazy, but it's true because he had great songwriting, great melodies, amazing guitar playing, and he made 3 albums that are, some of the best I've heard before he even turned 27. But whatever the case, like I said, I highly recommend all his work. So whether you're driving to school, driving to work, going for a run, just pop one of his playlists on and then comment below what you think about it. I highly guarantee that you'll enjoy it. Hey, if you liked learning about Nick Drake, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.